Hello students, hope you all are fit and fine. I will be teaching you Science of Standard 8. The world has such a diverse science of living organisms, right from largest whale, elephant, human, cat and tiny ant. But do you think all this stand here? No, there is so much more beyond imagination. You will believe there are billion, more than trillions organisms that you and I cannot see. These organisms are called microorganisms. These organisms are known as microorganisms. So today I will teach you about microorganisms. Micro means small or tiny. Organisms means living beings. And foes means enemy. Some of the organisms are harmful to us, hence called enemies or foes. Some organisms are useful to us, hence called friends. Small organisms that are not visible with help of naked eye are called microorganisms. These can only be seen under microscope. Thus they are called microscopic or microbes. The study of microorganism is known as microbiology, and the person who studies microbiology is known as microbiologist. Do you want to learn more about these microorganisms? Let's begin.
Between 430 and 410 BC, nearly one-third of this population died by mysterious disease. People believed that it was divine punishment sins against God. And hence, for that reason, it is called a Black Death or Black Plague. After the loss of countless life, because humans didn't understand the real cause behind that at that time. Today we are aware that a Black Death of plague is actually a disease caused by microorganisms. And along these lines, we are thankful to various scientists which contributed to this microbial work in life. This quest to learn more about these invisible entities started in 1674 when Dutch scientist Antony van Leeuwenhoek spotted tiny microscopic animals by feeding with the microscope. He called them animalcules. He further replaced by microorganism. History of microbiology. Antony van Leeuwenhoek, 1632 to 1723. He was known as father of microbiology. Antony van Leeuwenhoek was from Delft, Holland. He had hobby of grinding lenses and observing diverse material through them. In his lifespan, he made 419 lenses and 247 complete microscopes. He made simple magnifying glasses with magnifying power of 42 to 270 times. Antony van Leeuwenhoek was the first person who reported accurate description of various shapes of bacteria in Royal Society of London. On 7 September 1674, he describes them as very little animalcules, which we know them as protozoa. On 16 June 1675, he describes them very little animalcules are of different shapes, size and their mobility. Antony van Leeuwenhoek first described bacteria on October 1676 to Henry Oldenburg, Secretary of Royal Society. In 1683, he describes three shapes of bacteria that are rod-shaped and spiral-shaped, and in 1723 he died. Microorganisms, classification and habitat. Besides animals and plants, there is world of living creatures that are present everywhere. But they are so small that these cannot be seen by naked eyes. These are called microorganisms or microbes. In order to see microorganisms, we use a special device called microscope. Let's perform an activity. During rainy season, moist bread is covered with grayish white patches. If you observe through microscope, we will find that tiny black rounded structure growing thin long stacks, tiny organisms. These microorganisms are called bread mold. Classifications of microorganisms. Microorganisms are classified into 4 groups: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Along with these groups, there exists a group of viruses which are considered to be borderline of a living or non-living. Why is it so? It is because viruses does not have cellular structures such as cytoplasm or cell organelles, which is the feature of non-living thing. However, once this organism reach inside a cell, they use host cell energy and nutrients to multiply in thousands, which makes us think that these are living. Common diseases such as cold, influenza, that is flu, and most coughs are caused by viruses. In addition to this, there are many serious diseases caused by viruses. These are polio, chickenpox, etc. Based on structure, microorganisms could be unicellular, consisting a single cell like in bacteria, algae, and protozoa, or multicellular consisting of many cells like algae and fungi. Habitat of microorganisms, or where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms are everywhere around us: air in air, water, soil, in our body, and body of other animals and plants. These animals can survive in all types of environments such as ice cold climate, hot springs, deserts, marshy lands, even in bottom of a sea. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms, for example Plasmodium, which live in human blood and cause malaria. Some live freely, such as amoeba, others make their colonies, such as fungi and bacteria. Dear students, some of these organisms are harmful, but most of the organisms play important role in our life. We will discuss all about in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Examples of fungi are mushrooms, Penicillium, Rhizopus, also known as bread mold. Bacteria examples are Staphylococcus aureus, Clostridium perfringens, Spirillum. Protozoa examples are amoeba, paramecium, trypanosoma brucei. Algae examples are Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, bladder wrack. Virus examples are coronavirus, Zika virus, Ebola virus. Friendly microorganisms. We are surrounded by microorganisms everywhere. These microorganisms play important role in our lives. Some are beneficial while some are other harmful. In this video, we will talk about beneficial microorganisms. Making of curd. You might have seen your mother added a little curd to warm milk, and next day the milk gets converted to curd. It is because Lactobacillus bacteria present in curd multiply itself and promotes conversion into curd. Similarly, curd is also added while preparing rava idli and bhaturas because Lactobacillus bacteria multiply during respiration, releases carbon dioxide, which makes these items fluffy and soft. Let's perform an activity to understand uses of microorganisms. Commercial use of microorganisms. Yeast convert natural sugar present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, and crushed fruit juices into alcohol. The presence of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. Let's perform an activity to understand the use of yeast for production of alcohol. Medicinal use of microorganisms. When we fall ill, doctor gives us medicines. These medicines kills disease causing microorganisms. Therefore, these are called antibiotics. Anti suggest against and biotics suggest organisms. For example, streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, penicillin, etc. Usually, these antibiotics are produced using bacteria and fungi. Vaccine. Whenever a disease-causing agent enters our body produces antibodies to fight against it. Our body also remembers how to fight against intruder. During vaccination, dead or weakened microbes of disease-causing agents are introduced to a healthy body so that body produce antibodies to fight and kill the intruder and know how to fight. Thus, the antibodies present in body protect us from disease-causing microbes. Polio, cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis can be prevented from vaccination. Increasing soil fertility. Some bacteria such as blue-green algae, Rhizobium, have ability to take nitrogen from atmosphere and enrich soil with nitrogen compounds. They are increasing soil fertility. The process is called nitrogen fixation, and the microbes involved in this process are called biological nitrogen fixers. Cleaning the environment. Microorganisms helps to decompose dead organic plants and animals, thereby converting into simple substances. These substances are useful for other plants and animals. Thus, microorganisms helps to degrade the harmful and smelling substances. Hence, clean up the environment. Let's understand the manure formation with the help of following activity. This means microbes helps to clean environment. I hope you have understood the concept very well. Thank you for watching this video.
Dear students, hope you all are doing your homework regularly. As on the basis of this, your attendance will be marked. You must have to submit your homework to the given WhatsApp number. Tomorrow, submission time 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you.